Man, I got this one. Let's go. You ever seen the morning star? Mr. Metaphor Messiah, back to show you who we are. I represent a legacy, a pothead like this. They shooting like Stoyakovich, it's war on every continent. Deeper than you know, I'm what you hate if you the government. Young black with heart, I put a hex on the establishment. Niggas playing patty cake and I was trying to regulate. A lot of them I emulate, but none of them I demonstrate. But never need a eulogy. They give us 10%. They trying to take away.
They give us 10%. How you doing, everybody? Everybody? It's a Sunday night. How you doing? That's fine. That's good. Thank you, RealTalk. How you doing? Happy Sunday. I am Dead on Dave, and of course,
I'm Blossom.
That's right. And we are reconcilable differences. Hopefully, you're having a fantastic Sunday. Good closeout to the week, and we're here to, well, really, I guess, drink. We're here to drink and hang out.
Have some fun. Talk about Pearl Davis.
Yeah, Pearl. Thank God for Pearl Davis. I'm just saying, luckily there are people in the world that are as dumb as Pearl Davis is. It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Is she really dumb, though?
Yes. Yes. She's dumb and a troll.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, if she's trolling, then is she really dumb if she's able to actually monetize off of it?
Both can be true. You can be, I mean, there are a lot of stupid people who make a crazy amount of money doing nothing. I mean, like, holy God. All you got to do is be able to capitalize off people's anger. And she's really good at that.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't got to be smart for that. In fact, the dumber you are, the better. I mean, it's just like because people expect it of you.
I guess.
I think that's why Alex Jones has tried so hard to make everyone think that he's an artard, because it's just for that reason. So he can kind of slip through. It didn't work. He still owes a lot of money to people.
True.
But they try. What's going on, Chad? I see you, Cuck. What's going on there? Fake. Good to see you. Good to see you. Tweet it out. Host it up. Hopefully you're all having a great evening. So it's been a fun week. I mean, we did get a show in last week. We're back again this week, which is nice. A little consistency.
Crazy week. Crazy family members on my side. Just a crazy, eventful week.
Fulfilling.
Yeah.
Definitely fulfilling.
Oh, my hair is growing in. Like my real hair is growing in.
We're going to talk about that. You want to open with that?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So go ahead and tell your story, because this is a kind of a cool one.
Okay, I guess. So I saved up for a long time to get a hair transplant. Granted, this is like fake hair that I'm wearing right now, but my hair is growing really great. And I don't know where to start. Well,
I mean, start from the beginning. What was the hair transplant for? Why did you want a hair transplant?
Okay, so I wanted a hair transplant because I was losing a lot of my hair, like around the edges. I was just losing so much of my hair. And I also had gotten a perm last year, was it? And that completely just tore out. My hair was falling out. And then at one point when we started dating, I don't know if it was like month 3 or 4, but I was in the bathroom and you actually helped me just cut off all the perm in my hair.
That's when I knew we were gonna be together forever.
I know.
When I got to cut a black woman's hair, I'm like, holy shit!
Oh my gosh!
There's songs about this. This doesn't happen.
Yeah, it was really crazy, and it sucks because for a female, when you're losing your hair, it's even more embarrassing. But at least I like to think so. I don't know.
Yeah, you're lucky you're not a guy. We're always talking about how great it is to be a woman, but I'll tell you, you're lucky you're not a guy.
Well, because I was losing hair right here, so I could never, I would always have to put headbands on, because I was just losing so much hair. But anyways,
these guys are merciless to me because I've been widow peaking for years. These guys, they're brutal.
But still, you would look really great too if you don't need to shave your hair or anything. But if they're
when I do go bald, I'm attractive.
Yeah,
I'm attractive.
You're
when
one of those guys
bald.
that are like, I still grow hair, and then you're gonna have like your
If I don't have a goatee, I look way too much like Dr. Evil. But if I do have a goatee, I become Stone Cold Steve Austin. We're going to drop a 316. What? Yeah, it's good times. It's good times.
Well, your facial hair looks great.
Isn't it?
Yes, it looks
The
amazing.
power beard. Invest in a lawnmower. 5.0. I'm on the 5.0. They love me at Manscaped. What's up, Knox? How you doing, shy homie? You never cut my hair. No, I'll never. If that's who I think that is, that's my second roommate in the army. If that's who I think that is.
Okay.
That's crazy. That means I've known him since like 02, 03. That's crazy. If that's who I think that is, and I think it is. What's up there, Knox? Good to see you.
Hi, everybody.
How you doing, Jeff? But do you have facial? But you have facial hair, Dave. You can pull off being bald. Yes, agreed. Jeff, what are you watching on a 1950 frickin' Magnavox thing? You're way behind there in misery. Good lord. Good lord. Continue with your story. So you wanted to get edges in. You wanted to get your edges back. So yeah, and when this woman wants something, she goes and gets it. You searched high and low, and where did you find the doctor that you needed to go with? Because this was a journey because you could not find just anybody. Tell me.
So you want to find a surgeon that works with African American hair, that knows what they're doing, and so I ended up finding my surgeon in Maryland. His name is Dr. Blumenthal. I believe that's how you pronounce it. He's such a really great. Like, I have really great results. I will show you. I guess it's like a really bad. I'm not even sponsored or anything like that. And I guess it's like a really bad time because you don't even get to see my hair. But I'm going to a concert tomorrow, so I have. Anyways,
we're going to Journey.
You'll see my hair eventually. Yes, we're gonna go to Journey. Exciting.
Little early birthday present to the Coopies Lord.
Because I was not going.
No.
Now I would buy Taylor Swift tickets.
Couldn't keep you. I wish we could go see. I like Journey, but I would have Taylor Swift tickets over Journey tickets.
I would go to the one in New Zealand. So
wait, was that on the table?
Well, they have $534 tickets in New Zealand,
yeah,
and
but
so
you gotta get to New Zealand.
Okay, but so what?
How much does it cost to get to New Zealand?
I don't know, but $534
probably
compared
cost
to $2,000.
Yeah, but it'll probably be $1,500 to get to New Zealand.
See, that's what my mom said too. But if you plan it out and you're like, okay, I pay the tickets this month, I pay.
But your sister said they're coming. She's coming back.
I get it, but the tickets are not the same price. But in New Zealand, they're $500 on StubHub.
I'm saying let's do this. Let's look at what it's going to cost with the plane ticket and the show ticket, and if it's about the same,
I don't want to pay $2,000 for a ticket. I'd rather pay $2,000 for a flight ticket.
What? That doesn't make sense. You want to travel around the world?
I don't want to pay $2,000 for a ticket.
We literally have to travel to the other side of the damn world. We got to go to the other friggin' side of the planet, and the smaller side of the other friggin' side of the planet. I mean, if Australia's the butthole, New Zealand's the taint. But at least they filmed the Hobbits there.
I don't know.
They did film the Hobbit movies there. Peter Jackson loved
Didn't see
New
any
Zealand.
of those.
You never seen any of them?
Mm-mm. No.
I mean, like, I'm not even saying you have to, because good Lord, of them some long ass movies. Even the trees walk in those movies.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody walks in those films. But still, cultural. It's important.
I haven't seen it.
It's one of the highest grossing films of all time. You like movies. You worked in a theater. You didn't accidentally catch not that on theater work, but you didn't.
I worked in a theater and I refused to work during Avengers, and they wouldn't let me work.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you? How did you not accidentally catch a Hobbit movie? A couple of them came out.
I just don't care.
Good Lord. Good Lord. You should try to care a little. It's good. It's good to care a little.
Okay.
I'm never gonna. Oh, you won't go see that. That's fine. Will you go see The Phantom Menace in theaters? It's coming in theaters.
What?
The Phantom Menace.
What the heck is that?
Arguably the beginning of the end of Star Wars, but that's another story for another day. It's episode 1. It's back in theaters for the first time since 99. I saw it in theaters in 99. That was 25 years ago.
Well, if I fall asleep, don't wake me up.
Oh, you ain't gonna fall asleep during that movie. Misa Jar Jar Binks. Oh, you get to see where Star Wars went racist.
Do I have to see Star Wars though?
Huh?
Because I haven't seen Star Wars.
No, this is literally episode 1. So you'll be seeing it in chronological order now. This will be actually great. Oh, will you watch all the Star Wars movies?
No.
I got her to watch King Kong.
No.
I got her to get into the Monsterverse.
I refuse to watch Star Wars.
What
It's
if she
boring.
likes the prequels? This is amazing.
No.
This could be fun. You might like Phantom Menace. It's because you've never seen any other Star Wars movie, and most people make this point. Because Phantom Menace has arguably the best lightsaber battle in the whole franchise, it might get you because it's very actiony. It's a fun movie. And,
sure.
you're not tainted by anything else that you know is going to happen later. Although I am interested to see what your reaction is going to be to Jar Jar Binks. Because that's some racist shit. They plugged Jar Jar right out of Jim Crow days. I'm sorry. Most people agree with that one. It's bad. It ain't good. The Gungans, man. I definitely want your opinion on that.
This all sounds very foreign to me.
It is. I'm very excited. We're going to have that conversation right here on Reconcilable Differences. Yes, that'll put butts in the seats. But your journey. So you found your surgeon in Maryland, of all places. So what was the next step?
Okay, so the surgery, so you speak to like a salesperson and it's for a consultation. And what got me with this is that you could see on the website, you could see not just photos of before and after of African-American hair, but you can also see videos of a year after. And you have the surgeon who I was having a consultation with, interview all these people and the Instagram. And I signed up to be on the Instagram. So I'm going to show you what it was like during my surgery. But it was very easy. I met the surgeon. He sounded very confident. I've seen a bunch of YouTube videos, Instagram of him, with the patients. And yeah, so I paid like 2 weeks before my surgery, before the Eras tour. So that was my hair. It was very, you are going to have a moment of like, what am I doing? Because they have to shave off your head too.
Yeah.
And it was just like very depressing during the time.
It was a pretty, it was intense to see you go through it.
Yeah, it was very,
and there was a lot of back and forth plans with that too. Because at one point I was going to go with you up there. We're going to make a weekend of it, which probably is best that we didn't do it that way because you were in a lot of pain.
Yeah. So it's a lot of pain. Not going through it. So hold on. What's this? Do you want to press play?
Oh, on the other one.
Or
this is a video.
Yeah.
But look at that.
Yeah, so that was insane. But then there's the other video, and I'll show you what hurt the most because it wasn't that hurt. That. So when I tell you, that was painful.
It does not look like.
I had to sit.
So what did they do? They had to actually take a chunk.
So what they do is, I'm like, okay, I want hair grafts in the front. And so then what they do is they not only shave the back of your head, but they also take a layer of skin from the back of your head because they need like skin follicles or skin to go in the front where I want the grafts. But then they have to put the hair back on. So after that, they put the hair back on my head in the back, sewed it back on with the skin. So what you're seeing is the stitches. And so what was hurting was the skin coming together from stretching out from the stitch. It was the most, it's when we watched all of you, we binge watched you. And
I forgot we
had the recliner. I was sitting on the recliner for like 2-3 weeks. It was really bad.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Yeah, it really took it out of you. And you were a trooper because you drove back and stuff.
Oh, yeah. So here's what I wasn't supposed to do. So it was in Maryland, but I had a doctor's appointment for my thyroid.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So I was also getting my thyroid removed. And so it was very important that I make this doctor's appointment the very next day. If I did not, it was going to delay my surgery. And so I told Dr. Blumenthal, oh yeah, like I'm staying at a hotel, which I was staying at a hotel, and that, you're not supposed to be driving and all that. Anyways, as soon as my surgery was done, checked out of the hotel, drove back from Maryland to Connecticut, and then went to my doctor's appointment. Yeah, because I needed that. But, and it was all just so I wouldn't miss this was supposed to be done during when the Eras tour came out, and I didn't want to miss the Taylor Swift Eras tour because it was such a big deal, you know. I didn't want to miss it.
You wanted to go on the 13th.
Yeah, I wanted. Yeah. We were supposed to.
You changed the friggin' date, so you. Oh, so that's right.
I changed the date.
This was a whole thing. It changed by months because of Taylor friggin' Swift.
Yeah. Yeah, I changed it because I was like, I want to be there during the Eras tour. Like, I want to go. Yeah, so all of my, Anyways.
Hey, what you sacrifice for concerts?
I am.
Sometimes you gotta.
But
even if it's just on IMAX. She didn't even do it to go to an actual concert. She went to do it to a movie.
But then, it was a family thing too, because my sister and everybody was like a whole thing. We all wanted to see together. But anyways, hair transplant worked out great. I will show you guys my hair once, it's all good. But
I'm glad that it went good too. I'm glad that you've had good results with it.
Yeah, it's great. My hair is growing back. It's great. And I hopefully don't have to ever go through that again.
No, because it does not sound like fun. I've been through some nasty little surgeries, and that one did not sound like it was a pleasant
I think that was the worst one than my thyroid. That would have to be the worst one. Yeah. Yeah. But the experience was really great. I didn't feel any pain during my surgery. The doctor was absolutely amazing. It felt like I was going into a luxurious hospital stay. I sat down on a bench for 8 hours. Couldn't even tell. You got to Uber Eats anything you wanted, and he would give you the remote, and we could watch anything from Netflix, Amazon Prime, anything you wanted. So it was very nice. It was very luxurious experience.
That's good. It's kind of the way you got to have that in those situations. I'm glad that the back alley days are gone with stuff like that.
Yeah, it was a nice experience, and I would definitely recommend anybody, if they're wanting to get their hair transplant or anything like that, to this doctor.
My old buddy said it is one thing to find a good barber or stylist, but to find one that works on black or interracial hair is another journey. Glad you found someone. Yep. Yeah. It's definitely
when you find a good hair surgeon or so, and that's another thing too. So people think, this is something that I saved for 2 years. Yeah. So together it was $9,000. But if you save for, you just gotta something you want. You just gotta find a way to save for it.
One of the best lessons you taught me is like just remembering. It's not even that I had to learn it. It's just relearning it. Sometimes you get in these pockets where you just don't have a lot of money, and you think that you can't upgrade anything. You can't buy something because then you'd be going without.
I know. So when I first,
a little.
Yeah. So when I,
oh boy,
I just want to say one thing. Dave made it sound like to get a Shure mic was like beyond reachable.
Not beyond reachable. Just a dream.
You definitely, beyond reachable.
I could get one. It was just going to it was going to take some time. It was going to be a pain in the butt to go without for as long as I was going to need to, because I was up against a wall back then. It was tough. I had razor's edge type of money. I was just starting to become a little more liquid at that time. I
knew what you were making, and you made it sound like it was unbelievable, unreachable, and it was very reachable for what you were making.
Remember when I showed you, though, when we did all the math, I literally had $83 left. That's all I had. That was it was razor friggin' thin. I had nothing left. It was just very difficult time. It's got a lot better. So now I'm able to do a hell of a lot more in it. But it really, I'm not even trying to make an excuse, because the reality is she was 100% right. You just got to find ways to figure it out, because there's always wiggle room when it comes to that stuff, to finances. You don't even realize how much you're spending and how much you're wasting until you really look at it. So it's just like,
yeah, like right now I have to take one class this summer. That's $1,883 and change. Okay. And so now I'm like, oh shit. I'm probably gonna have to pick up some more shifts, like next week and a week after that, because that's a lot of money for one freaking class. So, my whole point is like, it's just about thinking like
for the old school copious heads. Basically what she's saying is prior proper planning prevents positively poor performance. She's going for the wine.
Yeah.
Is that twist? You got a twist cap?
Yes.
You got a twist cap wine.
It was free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. It's like that's against our religion in this house.
It was free 99.
You can't beat free. It looks like Kool-Aid.
I don't care. Free Kool-Aid.
It looks like Kool-Aid.
Free
Let me see
Kool-Aid.
the volume on that.
No, you saw this. I think it's like 14%.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be. That looks tick. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, 14%.
Enjoy that. That's gonna be a fun one right there.
The Chloe.
All right. Have me some bubbly. Your bubbly.
So my boss will be like, my private client will be like, go to the liquor store, but get something for yourself as well. I'm like, okay. So I just get whatever he gets.
Send it to the liquor store around the corner. Said, get me some gin and juice, but you really don't wanna. So all right. Oh, me this week. I have. It's been a lot of good stuff at the shop and everything. I have sold some big cards and all that. But sadly enough, possibly, the highlights of my week has been Fallout. The new Fallout show. Ah, so good. She didn't dig it, but it's so good. And then I watched Late Night with the Devil last night. I'm going to do a video on this movie. I'm going to do a friggin'
I
video
want to
on
like
this movie.
it. I just don't.
What, a Fallout?
Yeah. It was way too like what I
It's
didn't
over
care.
the top. It's that.
I just didn't care. Like I had zero. I was like, oh, you're doing all this great, whatever you're doing on TV. That's great for you. Have fun. Like it wasn't. It's like whatever.
Yeah, she never played the games, and if you don't get the humor at all on that, you're not going to connect. But it's a lot of Leslie Uggams, and how could you not love Leslie Uggams? I'm just saying. That was. But Late Night with the Devil, I watch it if you want to. That's a good movie, and I'm going to be doing a full video on that one. I'm kind of obsessing over it, to be honest, just because it makes you think. Like, this movie really kind of messes with you a little bit because of the way they film it. It's one of those rewatch movies. I watched it twice last night. I watched it back to back because there was just
What?
Yeah, I watched it twice. I rewatched it after I watched it, and then I watched.
So when you were like
breakdown
at night
videos.
at 11 o'clock, you were still up.
No, I was laying. I was laying. I did, but no, I started watching it early. As soon as I got done, I started watching. I ended my stream early, started watching. I rewatched it back, fell asleep on the second watch. But point is, that's how good the movie is. It's like when the movie ends, you got to go back and watch it again because it's almost a different watch because it's like you're catching things and you see it in a whole different vibe. And it's terrifically acted movie. It's really cool. It's one of the most creative movies I've seen in a while. Goggins is the perfect ghoul. Oh, you're talking. Yeah, dude. Goggins is the man. You watch anything good this week before we get into some topicos?
No, I've been doing a lot of research on my Alexandra Rodriguez video.
Oh, I know.
Because she's a YouTuber who's been on the platform for over 11 years, I think it is. And I've been watching 11 years worth of content to make my point, which I didn't need to make, but I didn't need to watch all these videos to make. But anyways.
It turns out it had little bearing at all on anything.
Yeah, but you know what? We still have like 8 more years of content to watch.
That's
so my world has been when I go to sleep, when I wake up, when I'm driving there and to work and back, Alexandra Rodriguez, because I'm doing a deep dive and it's and now this reaction channel. You know, we'll save it for the video.
It's so amazing. It's just like, it's holy God. You have a gift. You have a gift.
You know,
you have a gift.
I didn't even.
You did nothing.
Look, I didn't even. I was just being nice. Like, I was being nice. I was being nice.
You she included a group of people in as an afterthought in a video. No more than a minute of footage, and she was using it to emphasize the point of reaction channels going after Alexandra, which she's not even saying was unwarranted. She's just simply making a point as an afterthought, and these reaction channels freak out and start
I need
doing
to have a
videos on
side.
her.
I know I need to have a side, and they start like. You know, like they start calling me like all these names.
They labeled you akin to a pedophile.
And then they even were like, you're in denial about your weight, and that's why you had your thyroid removed.
It was bad.
I was like, whoa.
They went hard.
So
they took it hard to the paint. I'll say that.
Yeah, but that's okay because I'm going to take my time with this video and I'm going to be very, very professional as possible.
Should be fun.
I'm not going to let any of these people get to me, but I was like, damn, like they're on a whole nother
plane.
I mean, they make me want to give sometimes this niche some compliments, but because
wait, was that were you saying what? This community?
This community, because at least like this community can be met with sense, right? Like,
wow,
I'll
take it.
Don't even make any sense. Like I'm trying to find it, and
there's no rhyme or reason. They
don't make any. One, if you make, it's another thing to be, and I've been called out for this, making, having a bunch of videos on one person. Sure, fine.
Sure, it happens.
But they solely make a channel, mind you, watching, I'm not telling you not to, but they solely make a channel, for one person. And I'm like,
but even that's not the problem.
That's not even the problem, but it
sucks, but you don't have to watch them. The problem, it's because they're trying to.
They're like, I don't like this person for A, B, and C, right?
Awareness.
I don't hear A, B, and C. I hear from D through Z before I even get to A, B, and C. So I'm hearing all these things that are just so irrelevant. Like, why do we care about the painting on her wall? Why are we so pissed? And they're convinced that the reason why she still has that painting of oranges on her kitchen wall is to upset them. This is the type of like, what? Like,
and she's drawing the ire of these wackos. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm like, and I don't want to call them wackos or anything because I am trying to make sure I use my words very carefully here, because I'm not going to put so much work into a video for this live stream to like Absolutely.
The views and opinions of Dead on Dave does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of One Blossom.
Thank you.
Do not get it twisted. I think this whole thing's ridiculous. So and that's always been my take with these type of things. Have fun, have a ball, but y'all are ridiculous. And that's my opinion. You have a problem, come to me. Don't worry.
I have 2 more weeks of more research. So what I've been watching is this.
I'm proud of you doing it the way you are. Because you're doing it fair. You're doing it right. So have fun with it. Because woo. Do you want to tell me the Sophia Bush story? We'll probably start with that one.
Okay, yeah. Right? So Sophia Bush, if you guys don't know who she is an actress. She's famously known for One Tree Hill or also Chicago PD until she famously quit for horrible working conditions and the way she was treated. But anyways.
Did anyone else quit or just her?
Just her. But she's also like an activist. She's also like she's an advocate for things like this. She's very outspoken on like working conditions, and she's just an online activist as well. Hugely part of the Democratic Party with Kamala Harris, always going to these events. But anyways, my whole point, the reason why we're mentioning her is because recently she got a divorce. And what's interesting about Sophia Bush is that I told you this. So there was one day I screenshot her stories, and she was going to London to act in this play, right? But I had screenshotted her stories on Instagram because she was, her husband at the time, Grant, she was tagging him in a beer that she liked. And I screenshotted it because, I love London, and when I go to London, I want to try the beer. And then like 17 days or some shit like that later, she's filing for divorce. So I had to look to see when I took that screenshot, because I was like, I just took that screenshot recently.
She did too.
And I looked, I was like, that was only like 17 days. So, well, shit, she was tagging him. What happened from there to there? I was like, something happened. But anyways, it's not the point. The point is that now she's divorced, but she's with Ashlyn Harris.
Yes,
and
a woman
who's
scandalous.
Yeah.
She became a lesbian. Oh my God.
The problem with that is that Ashlyn Harris was also married and has, I believe, 1 or 2 children.
Whoop.
I know 1.
Whoop.
And the way how this wife found out about it was like through a teammate. And apparently you could see Sophia, before we play this TikTok, you know, you could see Sophia Bush in photos with the Ashlyn and her wife, and her liking stuff with Ashlyn and her wife. It just, you know, looked very sketch. And so this story really became Sophia Bush coming out as queer, but other people are upset because they're like, we're not going to forget, Sophia, that you were also a homewrecker. That's what people are saying, if anyone actually cares. But yeah,
That's pretty much the crux of this video. Mm-hmm. Well, now we don't have to play the video. Look at that.
Let's play the video.
Oh, what happened?
Why did you do that?
I didn't mean to.
I want to play the video.
I'm trying.
If anyone cares, probably not.
I don't care if people think I'm crazy. Sophia Bush is not getting away with what she did to that family. I'm sorry. I am not letting that shit slide. Call me crazy. I think it's really hard to empathize with certain people on the internet. Cards on the table, the Sophia Bush, Ashlyn Harris, Ali Krieger situation has plagued my mind for many months. I've always liked Ali. I thought Ashlyn was cool, I guess. Sophia Bush, I've heard the name before. However, hearing about how Ali Krieger found out about the divorce, literally through a teammate at soccer practice, and then for like Sophia to like go on these podcasts and in these interviews and talk about what's been going on, it's very hard. First of all,
Yeah, so she just doesn't want to let her off. That seems to be the case.
Okay, we can move on, Dave.
No, I was just trying to break it. It's 3 minutes long. I can't let the whole video play.
Okay.
We got to talk and then we can keep going.
Okay.
So just trying to get a talking point in and I'll restart the video.
Okay.
So have a talking point about this shit.
Well, I mean,
One
it's
of us has to care about it.
It's true. Okay, it's true. She doesn't want to give Sophia Bush anything because, you know, if this is true, and I believe, okay.
We don't even know if it's true.
Yeah, we
she
do
did
know it's true.
3 minutes and 20 seconds and she's not even sure.
It's true.
Okay,
It
are
is
we
true.
sure? Are we sure it's true?
It's true.
All right, because I don't want to disturb a
I
nice
know
young
it's true with
lesbian
my own
couple.
eyes because I was taking screenshots of stuff and not even realizing what I was taking screenshots of. But
I want to
was
slander a nice young lesbian couple. It's not what I do.
look, it's great. Sophia Bush coming out as queer. That's amazing. That's awesome. I'm hoping like this time around she's really happy. I just feel it sucked because it was just her 1 year anniversary and she came out with like a novel of a caption of, you know, her husband Grant. And then she claims that after she did that caption or created that post, she then threw up. So, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Because she did a Glamour magazine. I don't even want to say it was an interview because she wrote it. So I don't know what you want to call it.
An article, a self-written article.
Yeah, self-written article. There we go.
Self-fluff piece.
Yeah.
I control. Final edit.
Yep. Her story.
My truth.
first of all, I'm not going to sit here and say that being outed is an easy or nice thing. It's happened to me. It's not great. It's actually a little too much. Very traumatizing. It's very confusing to see Sophia Bush fans constantly defending her. And the excuse is always the same of, we don't know what really happened and all of these things. Again, I'm not discrediting what happened to her psychologically, mentally, emotionally. However, going and like making like an article about the timeline of events, that's really weird to me. And the excuse from the fans when you say, oh no, what she did was fucked. It's always, well, we don't really know what happened and all of these things. Girl, call a spade, because if this was somebody else who did it, who you don't like, you would be calling that shit out.
Well, isn't that how it works, though? I mean, like, so you got the people who don't like her, who are with anybody. The people who don't like will make sure that they call out the things. The people who do like will stick their fingers in the ear and say blah, 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 blah. Isn't that just kind of the status quo of things, the entertainment in general?
I'm someone who, I really love Sophia Bush, you know? And so I'm someone who's like, oh, well, damn, that sucks that this happened. And yeah, and you just hope that she didn't, you know.
But even if she did, are you gonna stop being a Sophia Bush supporter, or can she, or with, you know, hopefully?
No, because she's too much into other like politics. She's an activist,
Right.
So she has other things about her that I like. So no, I would not stop.
Personal life stuff is so difficult to judge because it's so the people that are involved only. I'm not saying that it's off limits. People are always going to have opinion on anybody's stuff if you put it out. Hers was kind of dug up. So it's like, but she did it to herself. But I mean, she kind of even alluding that it was kind of like dug up.
Well, Sophia Bush, she does state in her Glamour article or her interview that she couldn't touch on certain details because there are kids involved.
Yeah. So it's a crazy one. So it's, when you look at it like that, it's always, it's hard. But once it's out there, the genie's out of the bottle, and you're not sticking the genie back in. So. Unfortunately for you, Sophia, you brought this upon yourself. But the fact is, too, it doesn't seem like all the information's out there either. So I mean, unless,
look, all I know is that she was in photos with Ashlyn and her wife right before she started dating Ashlyn. Oof. So that's all I know.
Cookout photos and stuff.
You know what I mean? And liking stuff. So that's what I know.
Scouting.
That's all I know.
She was scouting.
I don't know about that,
Damn,
but
she
doesn't.
Well, she was fine with her hubbo. She leaves her hubbo in a quick a hustle. It looks like quick rush, and then she was scouting her next fling, and then found her and took her from another woman.
And then on top of that, this girl came out and stated that when she was with Chad Michael Murray.
She was with Chad Michael Murray?
She married him, but Sophia Bush did.
So
But this female came out at the time.
I like him.
And was like, well, I was with Chad Michael Murray before Sophia Bush was with, like, Sophia Bush actually was the other woman.
Karma.
Yeah, and then when she got married to Chad Michael Murray, he then, I guess, cheated on her, whatever.
Karma.
So, yeah.
Karma is my boyfriend.
So, I don't know.
All right, let's see what she says.
Out to. That's what's really crazy to me. Because what I need Sophia Bush fans to understand, and I would really like to have a conversation about this, not it just being accusatory or whatever, because again, I don't know if there's a right or a wrong or a good or a bad side here. But you have to admit what she did was fucked. Yeah, what? She was actively posting pictures of the couple on her Instagram story, like, I love you guys, commenting under their couple post and all of this stuff.
She was scouting. Scouting pulled a robbery. Good job, Sophia.
Stop.
Good job. Hey, you know what? She got an eye on the prize, man. Yeah. I can't even. Watch your women around Sophia Bush. She's coming.
So, I don't know. We don't really.
Womanizer. Sophia's a womanizer.
We don't know fully what happened, though.
Well, we can certainly speculate. No speculating on things. Do we have any more from her? Where I could go?
No, we're okay. You get the gist.
We got the gist. This one's a fun, fairly quick one, I think.
So this one is a New York district attorney. Basically wanted the A-list treatment.
Yeah, she was not happy. So basically, a New York district attorney put a jaw-dropping display of arrogance and defiance toward a police officer after she was pulled over for speeding. The whole confrontation was captured on video. Let's watch the video. Hi, Reggie. I love Reggie Miller, by the way. He does great commercials. Oh, Luke Wilson. Where are all these people? Come on, man, with the ads.
Light. Dun, dun, dun.
Sorry, I'm the DA. I was going 55 coming home from work.
55 and a 35.
I don't really care.
Okay.
Oh.
Can you please come over here? This is on a traffic stop, ma'am.
Yes, it is. You can call Dennis Kohlmeyer right now.
Okay, I'm telling you why I stopped you.
I'm
You
the DA.
didn't stop at all. Did you not hear my lights or sirens or anything?
No, I didn't actually.
Oh, she made no attempt at all to stop.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. Well,
The fact that she's an attorney is awful.
Yes, I am with the hands-free. Absolutely.
Okay. Why are you so upset at me? I'm doing my job. You just admitted to me that you were going 55 and a 35 on Phillips Road.
Can you please tell him to leave me alone?
Ooh.
Officer Christopher, can you stay over here, ma'am? This is a traffic. This is a legal traffic stop. Do you have your ID?
No, it's in my purse. Here.
You have your purse right there.
No, this is my lunch. Would you talk to Dennis? This is ridiculous. Just go away.
Hello, sir. Good. Ma'am, can you please stay at the back? This is a legal traffic stop.
She's
Can
making
you
her
please
life
stay
hard,
over here?
man.
I know.
Oh, look, whether you like cops or don't like cops, don't do this. And this bothers me because honestly, this cop should be doing a better job of keeping her out of that friggin' area. Way out of that area. If you want to talk about like safety and all this type of shit, and we see people get fucking shot because of safety reasons and all this, the fact that she's walking to the front of her car is a serious safety thing. And she should not have been allowed to do it. If you want to go by the fucking law here, that's crazy.
He's somewhat intimidated, though.
Yeah, absolutely. He's scared.
And he shouldn't be.
No, he's in the right.
And hopefully he has backup.
Hopefully he's about to get his friggin' chutzpah up. Let's go, buddy. 55 and 35. Cooker and Booker.
Hey, baby, get your little guy out of here.
Sir, I stopped her for going 55 and a 35 on Phillips
On
Road.
Phillips Road.
And
Coming
she
home from
failed
work.
to stop. She
Oh
drove
my
all the way back
gosh.
home and parked in her garage. And now she's
I'm
not
embarrassed
she's
for
not
her.
complying with any of my
Embarrassing.
commands. Ma'am, do not go inside.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. All right. Ma'am, come outside. You can't just go inside. This is a traffic stop. Here's your phone back.
I understand the law better than you.
Ooh.
953. Can you have a supervisor come to the scene?
Here we go.
Get out of my fucking house.
Ooh.
I don't know why you're acting like this towards me.
Because
Can you please go to the back of the vehicle?
I'm not going to. I'm home. I was going to.
Arrest her.
Okay.
Yes, get her in
Arrest
cuffs.
her.
You got
Get her in
home.
cuffs.
You were supposed to stop at Phillips Road when I pulled you over. When my lights were initiated.
I didn't know you were stopping me. There was
Cuff her, please. My God, this is more than enough.
lots of other people on the road.
I was right behind you.
Yeah, there were other people on the road too.
Okay, I was directly
Oh my
behind
I'm
you.
gosh.
dealing with you right
Can
now.
you please step over here?
I'm not going to.
And she's like, she's
What
been
is the reason
above.
you're so against what?
He's being pretty tolerant with her too. He's trying to like get her to not get arrested here. Like, why are you acting like this, you crazy lady?
What I'm doing. I'm doing my job. You say you're a DA?
I am the DA.
Okay.
Okay, let me get you my badge. I am the DA.
No one gives a shit. No one cares.
You're not above the law.
Just don't understand the hostility towards me. I'm doing my job.
No, you're being an asshole.
How am I being an asshole?
I am the DA.
Who cares?
I understand
Yes,
that,
I'm
but that doesn't
coming
give
home
you
from work,
a right
and
to
I
go
was the-
55 and a 35. And you even admitted to me that you went 50. I
don't
understand
really
that,
care.
ma'am.
I don't really
I
care.
understand that.
I don't. You know what? If you give me a traffic ticket, that's fine. I'm the one who prosecutes it. Okay, just go ahead and do it.
She needs to be removed.
You,
Yeah.
everyone should know that if there's a legal traffic stop, which I have the right to detain you until this is done.
Then just write me the fucking ticket. I really don't care
Okay. Well, then just hang out at the back of the car.
because I'm the one that's going to prosecute myself.
I don't think she can do that. Is she drunk? Is she drunk?
Jeez.
I'm wondering if she was friggin' drunk or something here. Because this is crazy. I want to know what happened. This is absolutely insane. Okay.
She's about to lose her job.
I hope so.
Well, not even. We're about to hear her saying that she resigned.
Yep. Yeah.
We're about to see this letter. What's today? Sunday? Tomorrow. We're going to see this letter tomorrow. She resigned.
So there's a little bit of a follow-up. She released a statement admitting she'd driven over the speed limit, but was not above the law while claiming she respects police. However, she did not directly apologize to the officer. She about to lose her job? I hope so. I honestly, that is something, when you make that threat, who do you think's going to prosecute it? No,
When you
no.
are involved in like making sure the law is supposed to go accordingly, like when your job is to basically be the law,
Right.
but you can't follow it, you are done.
You're
Like,
done, removed.
This
See you
doesn't make
later.
any sense to me.
Being someone who upholds the law, especially at that level, a DA, good God, the
I know,
DA,
I know.
not a DA, the DA, friggin' drunk. It's like
I don't think she's drunk. I think
know.
she's
With
just
power.
Karen with power.
drunk with power.
Yeah.
That's how I get away with it. No, I'm not getting in trouble.
Drunk with power.
She's drunk with power. She's drunk with power. I meant with power, obviously. You ain't getting me for any things that can get you in trouble. She's drunk on power, bare minimum. Hey, that was my line. Yeah, I know. I stole it. Hey, okay. What are you going to do about it? Take me to court. You going to hire the DA? Suck it. I really hate when people power trip like that. Mm-hmm. It's quite annoying. So we've got one of the stupidest human beings that's ever lived, in my opinion. Pearl Davis. One of the most successful idiots on the planet. She just makes a living out of pissing people off. She's very good at it. She says ridiculous things. But here's the thing. She doesn't just say ridiculous things. She sometimes, as I think we're going to see in this debate, she just says dumb stuff. Like things that don't even make a lot of sense.
What gets me is that with her and Fresh and Fit, the one thing they both have in common is that they're not married. So they can talk out of their asses about, this and how men should be this and this and this, but none of y'all are married. None of y'all can seem to keep anybody or make your relationships happy or work. Yeah. So I hate people who talk about this stuff. No offense. It's kind of like a marriage and family counselor who's like, oh, I'm divorced. And then I'm like, yeah, but so how are you equipped to help me?
I don't know if that's necessarily a bad thing, though. I mean, sometimes
you're right. You're right.
I mean? It's like...
You're right. It's not fully.
It doesn't necessarily have to be. It's... Relationships don't work sometimes. Sometimes it's really, really difficult. And it's not for everyone. And that's why it's important to never judge, man. Like, relationships are fucking hard. Mm-hmm. They're all different. People are crazy. Man, woman, gay, straight, black, white. I've learned it does not matter all that much. I was having this discussion earlier today, as a matter of fact, that I think interracial relationship is not a correct phrase anymore. I think it's intercultural.
Wait, what's the phrase?
Intercultural relationships. The racial part's irrelevant. It's the culture that's behind it that's different. We're still the same. We're still humans. Blood, sweat, tears, the whole shebang-a-bop. It's intercultural relationship. I think we need to drop that whole fucking thing. I think it's divisive as hell. I think people get so angry about that term. What's interracial? It's not. It's intercultural. That's what you're really mixing. You're mixing cultures. You're mixing ideologies. You're mixing fucking ideas and thoughts, and you're in a physical expressive form. That was a nice little revelation I had today. I had a very good lunch.
During lunch?
Yeah, it was during lunch.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So for those of you who were here the last episode, remember when we were like, oh, what's that noise? Well, after the live stream, I hear a knock on the door. But then when I looked at the peephole, I don't see anyone. And so I'm like, Dave, go get the door. And then it's some police freaking tactic. Anyways, where they don't want you to see the people, but a police officer's like, did you hear any noise that happened, in the vicinity? Do you know where, just trying to fish basically? Because I guess there was something going on. Yep. So anyways, just letting you guys know the noise was big enough for cops to be knocking on the door.
Show up, the popo, the fuzz, the police.
Someone called the popo.
They called the popo up in here. It was a pretty loud noise, to be fair.
It was. Let's do that door. I really thought that door slam came from them.
I'm not sure. This building used to not be that way.
What do you mean?
This building used to not have any issues. When I moved in here, there was hardly anyone living here. It was and apparently
I didn't know anyone lived here. Really?
They kept it that way for a very long time. They kept it. I think I was told at like 35% full, 40% full. They never went above 50. It's almost fully booked up now. They've never done this. This has never been like this in the history of this hotel of this apartment. It's crazy. And this is New Britain. The more people you let in somewhere, guess what? The crazier it's going to get. How many times has that door been broken? Like in the past, like twice.
What door?
The back door, the glass door.
What glass door?
The front glass door on the side.
What are you talking about?
Go down the stairs and those two glass doors. The second one has been broken twice.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. In the past year, since you've been here, it's happened twice.
Is it broken now?
No, but it's happened twice. They replace it really quick. Twice. People have fucked that lock up. Twice.
Oh.
Jammed the key, messed it all up. Savages.
Oh, I haven't noticed.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Sorry, okay. All right. Let's listen to Pearl be Pearl. This is the first one. This is Michael Knowles' debate. Is it the first one? Or is this the full debate? No.
No, it's not. That's definitely not the full debate.
This is the one you want to
It's a
start with?
TikTok. Yeah, sure.
You are not going to get anywhere shaming men for not getting married. The only way that you were going to see progress is by making the institution more fair for men and giving fathers access to their children.
But when you say make the institution more fair for
I
men,
know that we don't have context of what this was right before, but that's a hell of a leap from one thought to the other. Like she like the institution as a whole, and going for one, not all marriages have children. So I mean, I think right there she's making a little bit of a logical misstep. Like when you're just talking about the institution
think
as
in
a whole.
this, no, did I just watch the whole 2-hour interview? No, but I think in this conversation, she's going to talk about how there are instances where females are allowed to take their child and leave the state, go somewhere else, and then men are
Rarely would ever be able to do that ever. That's what she's
I think that's what she was saying.
No, that's what she's saying, right? Yeah, it's true though. That part is true. It can be in some states, but it also, I don't know.
for men, you're saying make divorce a little nicer for men. I think divorce is the problem.
No,
not the solution.
I agree with you. I don't believe I don't believe in divorce. Okay, so if we could ban divorce tomorrow, great. But I think for the time being, so if we could do that, let's go.
Yeah.
What do you mean ban divorce? Force people to stay together forever, no matter what? What the fuck? That's just stupid.
It is very stupid.
That's a dumb thing to say.
What does it mean though when someone takes an oath though? Like, because I always think it's like, is it stupid now when people take oaths? Because then they always break it if things don't work out.
Well, I mean,
for better or for worse.
I know.
Like it kind of just sounds like bullshit because
an oath is not what it once was. An oath used to be everything on everything, like Game of Thrones stuff. You lose your head for it. Now an oath is
kind of like ceremonial.
Well,
and
because the institution itself has become frivolous. Look, anything that it's been allowed to be broken and it has a 50% success rate. How serious is the oath? So people don't even take the damn thing very seriously anymore. I don't even know if that's true. When you say it, when you're doing it in the moment, I'm sure you mean it. You mean that shit wholeheartedly. Most people probably, but over time you may mean it less. And I don't know. It's like, so there are countries where divorce just doesn't happen. There are countries where it's very, very difficult to get a divorce. There are countries that have incredibly low divorce rates because people do stay together and there's all kinds of different workable arrangements in which they do. It's just, there's a bunch of different things. It's what works best for everybody. I don't fucking even know anymore. But banning would not be the option.
Yeah, banning divorce is dumb.
It's like, why would that be the option? You think people actually listen to her horrible? No, that's the beauty of it.
No, I think people just watch her because they hate watch her. Like, this is because she's so ridiculous. You just want to watch a ridiculous person sometimes, for entertainment. So she's that. Like, I will sit and watch Pearl Davis just to see and hear the ridiculous things that come out of her mouth. So
she's definitely engaging in rage bait. I think to a point, but it's hard with Pearl because at times you want to almost think that she does believe some of it because it would just make life easier. It'd make life easier if you can just say she believes it because hate her, whatever. But then when she says stuff like that, when she says something that's so... Like, what's the point of saying that? If I could, I would ban divorce tomorrow.
Well, she recently got kicked off of the YouTube partner program for hateful speech.
Oh, yeah.
And she's sitting there and she's like, oh, I thought if my team and I deleted, thousands of videos that would do the trick. But then when we, messaged YouTube team, Susan or whoever, for a meeting so we can go over the statistics of why women are not good leaders, or, paraphrasing, of course. She goes, they decline. And I'm like, so you went to a lady to have a discussion on why, women shouldn't be leaders or, shouldn't be a leader in any capacity is not a hateful speech. And you said you had statistics to back it up, but she is the leader you know, a leader of the platform that it's just, what? Make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, as Hayoka points out, which is really great, she has old videos that massively contradict her current stances.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
So this was like so this is like a money grab then.
Well, she's a grifter. I mean, a lot of people always put her in that grift category too. She'll say whatever to make a buck. You know, she doesn't really, like, that's why you can kind of forgive her, because she don't really think she believes it. And I think when she says something like that, because that's just a ridiculous statement. We can argue on the semantics of it to the cows come home. You know, you can be for divorce, against divorce, but to say something like that, which is a choice, to be banned, which would never be accepted. It would never be an accepted thing. People would friggin' lose their mind. Can you imagine that? If people just said tomorrow, nope.
Divorce is banned.
You're done. Stay with that person forever, bitch. You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine their murder rate would go up 100% overnight? There'd be so much murder. It's the only way out. Someone's got to go. So it's never the answer. And she knows that. So to say that, I think that's maybe her way of saying, like,
I'm a troll.
I'm a grifter. I'm a troll. Because that's ridiculous. What point do you make with that? You don't gain any ground in an argument or a debate with it. You only open yourself up to counter fire, because it's the absolute statement. If I could, I would ban divorce tomorrow. Shut the fuck up.
But for the time being, it's like, okay, at least, you know, there should be mandatory DNA testing at birth.
No.
I don't know why you,
Because it's calling my wife a whore to do that. I mean, it's ridiculous.
See, he's ridiculous too, though. I don't buy that statement either. Like, I don't know if we've talked about this, where what's the percentage of babies that get switched at the hospital? It happens.
Is it like 2, or I think it's 1 in every 15,000?
It was less. I want to say it was less. It was like 8,000. I think it was 8,000.
I don't know. We looked at the statistics. We looked at this because I had mentioned, you know, if I was ever to get pregnant or so, like, I would want like a at-home birth, because you have a higher chance of a baby not being like being switched
Swapped
out.
out. I'm like, just drop a little nail polish on the baby back when it comes out. It's fine.
So that's how we were looking at the statistics of that.
It's funny though, because I don't know if I would, like, if they were like, okay, it's absolute, it must happen that all DNA testing must happen as soon as, I don't know if I'd be okay with saying that phrase. However, if the baby comes out and they automatically gave the baby a DNA test right on the spot, I don't know if I'd object. You know what I mean?
It's not a bad idea, because in the state of Connecticut, let's say you and I had a kid, and let's say that the kid isn't yours, but you think it is, and you signed your name on the certificate. Let's say like 2 years later, you found out that this kid wasn't yours. You still have responsibility for that kid, because now it's in the best interest of the child.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, for your sake, it probably would be in your best interest, or, you know.
Well, just to know, I think, is a good thing. But then when this jackass comes back with a statement like, well, basically, you're calling my wife a whore. What? You just called your wife a whore.
Well, he's religious too.
It's ridiculous, though. But it's just,
I don't know if it's fully ridiculous.
I think it's just on the same par as what she said.
You're having doubt of your wife, of his wife cheating. That's how he sees it. So
if that would be the reason the hospital was giving, but I think there's a lot of beneficial things to just making sure that this baby is the baby of the person that the
I
two
get what
people
you're
that are in the
saying,
room.
but I don't think what he said is that ridiculous either.
I mean, it's speaking for the hospital, I feel. I think it's no different to what she just said.
But I still don't feel what he said is ridiculous. I agree. We both agree here, but I just don't think what he said was ridiculous.
Yeah, fair enough. I maybe is what, I don't know. It's shit, casting doubt like that. You don't need to. No one's calling his wife a whore. No one's calling your wife a whore, dude.
Ridiculous.
Why? Okay, so
because
women...
the assumption of the first of all, mandatory, good grief, but the premise of it is that my wife is sleeping around.
Okay, so
I'm quite confident my wife is not sleeping around.
The woman feels icky for a little bit, but then
the man feels icky. I would feel quite icky.
Wait. The woman feels icky for a little bit. Fine, maybe the man feels icky.
Certainly he would. You're calling his wife a whore and him a cuckold.
It prevents men from being put on child support and raising kids that aren't theirs.
You're saying that.
Personally, I'm okay with
She's just saying what I just. It's true because I mean I have people in my family who do this all the time where they're like they serve people, and they're like, yeah, the kid is yours, but you still gotta pay.
Well, think about how much bureaucracy this would cut down too. It would cut down a lot of paperwork. It would cut down a lot of arguments. It would cut down a lot of potential lawsuits. It would cut down a lot of like court proceedings later on about whose child it is, and then getting paternity after the fact. What's wrong with just confirming? You know, there used to be a time in this country, in the world, well, maybe not in the world, but certainly in this country, where before you even have sex with somebody, you would go get our blood test.
The problem is that the U.S. doesn't want to have to. I think it's a money thing because if you don't, confirming is the. I think there should be. I think there isn't a problem with confirming.
Right.
However, you got to think, okay, so if every single person were to confirm if this child was theirs, then what happens to the kid? If are they going to be on are they going to be on the state? So are they going to use now state resources because now are we going to have more single parent homes? Are we going to have more, you know what I mean? Like because now are we going to be using more food stamps? Are we going to be utilizing more? It's like a money thing.
But it's funny because it would be cutting out things too. It'd be cutting out some legal proceedings, but then creating others. Maybe it would balance
I think it does the state more. I think it does the state more of a disadvantage because
probably.
Single family households usually have to, I'm not saying obviously a lot of them thrive, but a lot of them also don't. And so think about it. That means assistance for everything.
But if they were able to get the paternity, if the person, let's say the father isn't in the room, but they're able to get the father either by having it on record because maybe it's a local thing or she knows because
if they're able to, but getting the paternity is hard. Because sometimes these people, they go to different states and stuff. So it's hard.
It can be difficult, but she probably has an idea. I'm sure there's some cases where she wouldn't, but I'm saying, I don't know. It's a tough one because, man, how would you be? It would my thing is there'd be more murders in the hospital, like immediately.
You keep going back to more murders in the hospital.
Can you imagine?
I don't think so.
It would be a Jerry Springer moment right in the fucking middle of the hospital. Can you imagine? Like, especially if they had like an easy little machine where you just put all three fingers, one baby mama and right in there. It goes, choker right there. It's like an instant death. There'd be so many men who would choke and kill their wives right in front of the doctor.
I don't think that's
They'd have to have a cop would have to have the box.
I do think there would probably be more like state marshals in the hospital for sure. I think there's going to be for sure more state marshals in the hospital.
It'd have to be a fully armed cop, like a big one. Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah, no,
Stick your finger in here.
I believe it.
Maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe I'm with my wife's a whore guy. I don't know. I think I might be with him.
And if people want to opt out of it, fine. You can opt out.
So it's not mandatory.
So it's
it's voluntary. But there it is voluntary. Yes.
I think it would be better if it was mandatory. I think that's a better.
So then the men can opt out.
Oh my gosh! What are you?
I'm just trying to figure out what you're saying.
Okay, I would say mandatory DNA testing at birth. That I think would be better. But
even though the men don't want
it.
So you're telling a man now, you're contradicting what a man has to say.
Because you haven't been in that situation.
It is a tough time to make that argument when you got some things that are being overturned against women in a lot of motherfucking states in this country.
No, he's just trying to play by trying to play by her logic. He goes, so now you're disagreeing with what a man has to say. Keep in mind, her whole shit is that how females are not like he's just trying to play into her logic. I don't even believe he believes what he's fully saying right here. I think he's just trying
to trap her type things.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I've been in birthing rooms
why do you
couple times.
Why do you guys make light of like situations that
Pearl, I have been in the situation and you have not. I've been in the birthing room twice.
I'm talking about a man raising a child that's not his.
Oh, yeah.
It's not an uncommon thing.
At least one of my kids looks like me. The other one looks a lot like my wife.
No, but okay, but we're trying to make jokes.
The thing is, he's taking everything pretty personally. I don't like guys who, or anybody for that, who makes every argument directly towards them. She's not making their argument directly towards him.
Still, but she's talking, he's part of that.
I know, but it's still, he's taking it way too personally. You're a talk show host. Sometimes it's okay to be a little unbiased. You know? Take yourself out of it a little bit.
I don't think he needs to for this because she's basically saying what's coming out of my mouth. These rules would apply to you.
Yeah.
So I think he can be all personal as much as he wants.
He's getting sanctimonious on it a little, just a tiny bit. But I get why he's trying to do it, I guess. He's trying to go after
But this stuff is serious, Michael.
Yeah,
like this is serious. Like
I guess
but,
the implication though is that in 2% or
well, he is also, but here's where he's fighting from an unfair advantage, I think, because he's in a relationship that didn't go awry. He's in a relationship where he has no question. He doesn't question his wife. There are a lot that doesn't. He's actually in quite a minority at this point. There are more couples that have infidelity, that have questions of whose father it is. Shit, we watch shows that are based around that. Holy God, Mia. There's just, you know what I mean?
We're Housewives of Potomac.
This shit happens. So that's why I think I have a problem with how he's arguing, because he's using his success.
Religious, but he's religious.
I know, and that makes it even worse.
But it is what she signed up for this. He's religious. He's coming from a religious, he's speaking for people who are like him, who are religious.
It doesn't make the argument right, though, I guess is my point.
But she's talking about people like him, so well,
she's
it's fair.
Talking about people.
I think it's fair.
Not just about him.
I think he can get as personal as he wants to. I think he can
but it doesn't make the argument correct. Is what I'm saying. My
it does
point,
for people like him.
Only people like him, and she's not only speaking to people like him. She's talking about. In fact, she's speaking about the opposite. She's not speaking about people like him. She's talking about men who are fucked over.
Are you now?
No. I'm just saying. No. I'm not. I'm saying that this guy may not be doing a very good job because he's leaving a lot of holes in his argument by making it about only himself. That's why you got to go to the whole argument and not make it about yourself. Because when you do, you leave yourself open. Because she's not talking about him at all. She's talking about the opposite. He's lucky. He's got a perfect run. Good for him.
Fair, but
Well, that was a good discussion, though. I like that one.
Yeah,
whatever. When a woman has cheated or something. And again, we're bringing in lots of different demographics and circumstances here. But in that case, then the parents get divorced? I thought you just said we're going to ban divorce.
No. Well, okay, if she's committing fraud, then yeah.
She's committing adultery. Do you think adultery
they may get divorced, they may not. That would be on the personal choice of the couple. But at least they would have the truth. Both parties would have the truth and be able to make an informed decision rather than living a potential lie. But I'm just like,
what does Pro really believe in then? Because she's laughing and she's like,
she doesn't.
Well, yeah, if they committed. So you do believe that there can be a divorce. Thank you. Like,
she
come on.
To contradict herself there.
Yeah.
She puts these terrible fucking takes out and has to immediately walk them back.
Right.
It's so bad. It's great. She's a gift. She's a fucking gift.
Married is because liberalism has inculcated in people an extreme individualism and an extreme subjectivism that disconnects their actions and their interests from reason and objective reality and the common good. That's the actual reason why, and it's not just pertaining to marriage. It pertains to building up wealth. It pertains to duties that are owed to the family, to the community, and to God. It pertains to all aspects of public life. It's not just marriage, but because marriage is the fundamental political building block, you see it expressed there.
I'm not against marriage, but
she looks like a Bond villain there holding that martini glass. She looks like a goddamn Bond villain.
I think that men, regardless of what I say, because I'm not going to convince the entire country to get married. Like, no matter what I say.
You don't seem interested in doing so.
Yeah, she's at least
because
get married.
I don't talk about what I want the world to be.
You talk about how dreadful marriage is.
I don't talk about there's good marriages, Michael. But marriage as we do it today is not marriage anymore. And I cannot fault men for being cautious. And some men just aren't going to get married because the laws are too favorable to women.
She really is an idiot for making this argument with a guy who it does not fit her demographic of what she's saying at all. Like I guess
that was the point.
Yeah, but it's like trying to put out a fire with fire. You know what I mean? Like, what are you fighting with here? It's like
what she's saying here isn't even that crazy though right now.
Not yet, but you can see where she's going. You can definitely see it building to something.
And I think that You know, okay, I'm going to tell a story. I want you to not interrupt me.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Can you please not?
Anytime. I would never interrupt a lady.
Okay. So I do interview men that have been divorced often. Okay. And there is a guy I interviewed, and he married a Christian woman. Okay. Good Christian woman, no kids, not overweight, no
Checks all the boxes.
no glaring red flags.
Fucking come on, Pearl! Come on! That's amazing. Well, I'm going to hell because I'm a fatty.
Okay. They have 2 children together. And what happened was one day he comes home. And when he comes home from work, the wife has filed a temporary restraining order on him. Women can get these just like that. He's kicked out of his house. No trial, no evidence, no nothing. Okay? Now he has to wait. It's during COVID. So he has to wait a year and a half to even get to see his children. Okay? And even fight for them. And by the time he gets to court, the mom's been in the kid's ear saying how terrible of a person he is. Okay? Now they go to court and they say to him, well, you haven't been in the kid's life for a year and a half, even though she lied about the abuse and they figured that out in court. This man had, and I saw his court documents, text evidence that this woman was planning to do this to him. In the year, he still had to pay the mortgage on the house. He still had to pay child support in that year and a half period. Goes to court. Now, he doesn't get access to his children. He hasn't seen his kids in 2 years. Michael, they live a mile from him.
That's awful.
A mile from him. He's so stressed out, he loses his job. Because, can you imagine going through that? And he's an average earner. He's not like, you know, because I've interviewed men that make, you know, I interviewed a guy from Texas. He spent $1.5 million on a divorce. He got his kids every other weekend. And these are real things. And Michael, the saddest thing that you see is a man. I've interviewed so many men that I would not be surprised if they committed suicide in the next year, because the woman has completely ruined their reputation. She's called him an abuser, all of this stuff. So his friends, it's completely different with his friends. His kids think he's the bad guy. He's out of money, and he has to start over at 40, 45, 50 years old. And men are 9 times more likely.
What do you mean start over?
Start over as in money. Like he has to start his life over. They're wrecked. They are wrecked in these. And the problem is in family court, it's not based on evidence. It is not. It is based on a balance of probabilities, meaning it is more likely
best interest of the child.
Yeah.
It's just always based in the best interest of the child in family court.
And unfortunately, there are a lot of people in the system. Like we talked about the rate of divorce and everything. That means there's a lot of cases, a lot of people investigating, a lot of people waiting in queues.
I hear stories from my mom. Like every single, there's a day of the week where my mom goes to court, and she's always has to deal with this, and I always hear about this all the time. And sometimes my mom does sound like Pearl in some ways, where she's like,
"Yeah, I've heard
this isn't right, you know, this,
but
we got to do it in the best interest of the child, unfortunately." So even if that mom in Pearl's scenario, if it's true, was talking into that child's ear, at the end of the day, you know, if the child says, "Hey, I don't like daddy, I want to live with mommy," the best interest of the child. So
it really does suck.
Yeah, it does.
Because we all know that with children, especially, they're very, very subjectable. You can tell them stuff and get in their ear, and what was once your best friend can hate you next time they see you, and it's just it can happen like that, and it sucks. It really does. But it's all things that can't be seen, can't be proven, can't be touched on. So what do you do? It's so hard, man.
And so she's trying to put like sounds like a law in there, so it is fair for these men.
But how do you make it that way? Like
by being ridiculous?
Yes, that you have to come to like a ridiculous over enforcement, and you'd have to get people to do something that is impossible. By the way, be honest. You'd have to have accountability on honesty on a level that this country, especially, certainly isn't giving. Man, there's some shicey motherfuckers in this country. Good Lord.
When men have children in this country, they're not legally entitled to their children. Every problem in society comes from single mother homes.
First, though, I have to ask, you burst onto the scene.
Every problem in society starts at single mother homes? every problem?
That's a stupid statement to make. I do understand where she's like, it does suck because if there's a pregnancy that happens, the female is the one that's pregnant. So the female is the one. I get what she's saying, because off the bat from day one, if the female decides, hey, I don't want to have this baby, I don't want to have this child, then it's like, who cares who helped create it? That's just my choice. So now we get into, I get what she's saying. And does she have a point? Of course. But these laws are not going to help.
No,
they're not going to do anything but just piss people off.
I think John Wayne Gacy came from an unbroken home.
Who the heck is John Wayne Gacy?
Oh, a really nice man from the Midwest. I mean, he was a performer for the children of the neighborhood. He was a stand-up individual, and then one day they found 32 fucking children buried in his front yard.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Probably, I think more than that. He was executed for it. But he came from an unbroken home. Point being, psychopaths can be born in any environment, broken home, unbroken home, because unbroken homes that are unbroken for the bad reason, for a wrong reason, can be more damaging than a broken home. Like if the kid is being affected by the toxicity of the parents, you're not doing the kid any favors. So it's just like these arguments, oh my God, they're almost impossible because each one is so different. It's so hard.
And like, what do you do if you have, and this is like definitely out of topic, but what do you do if you have someone in your family who you see is like, this is really way out of topic now, but I'm kind of relating to something that happened this week. There's a child in my family who is honestly, if you gave him a weapon, he'd probably use it on another person or people. And it's like, it's one of these situations where the reason why I'm bringing it up, because it has me feeling the same way of like what to do in the situation, because you can see someone in my family, you can see this child struggling, and you see like there's no actual programs out there to send him to if you don't have the funds for it. If you have the funds for it, that's great. But then obviously place programs to stay away from Utah. Like there's all these programs, wilderness are in these states where you don't hear really great things about. And it just leaves me like, what to do? Like what to do?
It's why
this what to do feeling. Like you see something happening, you see, what it can become, but you just don't know how to handle it.
Well, and that's because while you have a connection, it's not direct. You're not the decision maker. And that's always difficult because unless the decision maker feels the same way, it's in vain.
I'll tell you, if that was my kid,
I would no longer have one. That'd be a dead child. I'd be dead. Situations like that. But it's craziness. But that's what you have to hope for, is to get the decision maker on the same page. And if you don't, your anger is into the ether. It's tough.
And then regarding Pearl, no one's going to be on her page. So I don't. She's crazy. Does she have another point?
Yeah, let's see.
The scene. Yeah. If you're not the most controversial person on the internet, you're probably the most controversial person on Twitter.
Okay. Yeah. Twitter is funny.
How did that happen?
Well, it all started, I moved to London to play volleyball. And essentially what happened was I started reacting to red pill content. Okay. And I didn't understand why men were complaining about dating. I kept hearing like men complaining about dating. So I ended up doing a panel show where I interviewed 1,000 women about dating and relationships. And I came to the point where I could see where the guys were coming from. I had a second question too. I wanted to know, why don't men want to get married anymore? I grew up in a 2-parent home. My parents have been married for 30 years. I didn't understand it. And I came to find out that when men have children in this country,
in this country, meaning the U.S.
In the United States, they're not legally entitled to their children. And I think it's the biggest issue that we're facing right now. Single mother homes, they lead to school shooters. You're more likely to commit crimes, drug deal. Every problem in society comes from single mother homes.
There's a lot of them.
And so, what I found is that men...
But that's become like a majority argument now. There's more of them, so...
I think she's spewing facts. She's just delivering some shit wrong. Like,
they're skewed
when
facts.
she goes, like, every single problem is from single parent. Like, no, it's not bullshit. There's people who are fucking... What happened? You know the case of the guy that, like, went on this date with this 19-year-old... and then chopped up into pieces, but his dad was like a millionaire and shit.
Yeah.
And his parents were millionaires or something like that. Yeah, like your kids could still like it's not every single problem comes from a single, parent household. But that's how she gets people because she says stupid shit like this when she actually reminds me of what's his name? Andrew Tate, because Andrew Tate will take, like something that's real.
Fact.
Yeah, like that's real, but then say some stupid shit and you're like, oh, I was following you until you said that stupid shit.
Right.
So I don't know. She has a point, but then she just goes.
She blows it up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, even if it's not that even that it's a bad point. It's a tough point to argue because as the rate of divorce goes up and there are more cases of broken homes and single mother households, that's becoming the majority. That's becoming the new normal. Whenever you have those numbers, you're kind of arguing a duh because that's going up. That's what's going to happen in that situation. So you're arguing a percentage that you can win because it's just that the numbers are in your favor. So it's, even if she's right, and I'm sure there's plenty of successful people who came from broken homes. I mean, I'm doing okay, and I'm a bastard. My parents weren't married. Bastardo. But
I guess I'm a bastard too, if you want.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. A couple of bastards. That's the definition.
I don't like to view myself as a bastard, but okay.
We're beautiful bastards, as Phil DeFranco would say.
Well, I'm also a twin, so.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys know, were you really mad at me or were you mad at my twin?
Yeah, that's right.
We're identical.
That's right, guys. I pulled the switcheroo. So
it's
clean
true.
slate.
We got twin out here in these streets.
They're both named Blossom. I'm a lucky man.
No.
What's up, Gigi? How you doing? Yeah. Oh God. We got one more Pearl thing. You want to listen to more Pearl?
I think there was not. Does she talk about anything else?
I don't think so.
Because they've changed the definition of abuse, and these are even if it's 5% of men that this happens to. Let's say out of 100, this happens to 5%. Even in the Christian churches. I would never, if I got on a plane and there was, there was a 20% chance of I get to paradise and there's a 5% chance of it crashing.
It's only 25%, Pearl. You better have more percent.
I'm not getting on.
Right.
And you have to understand, this is death to a lot of men. The idea that they can't see their kids that are a mile from them. They're sending them money. And Glenn, a guy he's one of the guys that happened to.
Yeah.
And he didn't, it's like a lot of these guys did everything that you guys say. And when you guys say get married young, a lot of these men don't know what they're signing up for. And you're not going to be there when their entire life falls apart.
But they don't all fall apart, though. That's the thing. That's why these things need to be fought on case-by-case basis.
They don't all know that it falls apart. And two, it's not our it's like saying, oh, I ran the stop sign. Oh, I didn't know. Like, it's your job to know what you signed up for anyways.
Yeah.
But being honest, make some real points. I get what Pearl is saying, but...
have some sort of risk. You can't take the risk assessment out of somebody's decision-making, no matter how young they were. It does not matter. It sucks. It's harder to make the decision, but you're still making the decision. And sometimes you got to live with the consequences of them. And I'm also not going to sit here and say that every one of even her cases, the guy did absolutely nothing wrong in the relationship, because that's crazy. Relationships typically don't just fall apart for no reason. Even in like the worst of them where the guy's getting cheated on or something like that. There was probably a disconnect that was happening for months before it actually, you know what I mean? I'm not justifying anything, but I'm saying relationships fall apart for reasons. They typically don't just poof and gone. There's things that are happening that we can never see, that we can never argue on, that we can never, it's an unfair assessment. It's just kind of annoying sometimes when you look at it. But she's pretty annoying. What else we got? Is that about? We've actually
no,
been live
it
for a
was
little-
it was just Pearl Davis.
That was all we had.
We were bitching about her. I still want to watch her some more. We have some more.
Yeah, not much.
No, but I think she's going to no.
I interview them on the other side.
These are all the clips.
And that's why when you just say,
No,
you
I
know,
think she
just
moves
find
on
a good
to
Christian girl
something
and get
else.
married.
That's not exactly what
in this video. Hold on.
I'm paraphrasing.
But it's an important distinction.
But when you say, which is the minority, that's not the majority of women. We know that's not the majority of women that are praying every day. That are going to Latin mass. You know, I'm Catholic. Most of the women I went to school with are not practicing now. So this is not the majority of women. And you know, I just don't think, I think sometimes you minimize the risk. You know, out of every 100 divorces, and I know we were going to go back and forth on the numbers, but just trust me that I'm not making this up. It's 30% are malicious. And by
think
malicious,
they're all malicious, actually.
No, I don't think, I don't say that. And I'm not
I think divorce is always malicious.
But when I say malicious, I mean alienating the child or the father from the kids, putting them on child support, alimony. So that's 30. That's around out of every 100 divorces, around 13.
Yeah.
So
again, I would say it's higher.
That's not. But that's not an insignificant number. Men, you know, I interviewed a guy. He spent $1.5 million on a divorce.
Yeah.
He gets to see his kids every other weekend.
It's awful.
It's awful, and
that's where we already saw.
That's why you know.
Disconnects into that other one. Yeah, it's. The way that they're arguing the points, it makes it so. But that's the draw of Pearl. They're supposed to be saying ridiculous things. They're supposed to be getting your ire up. He's an extremist. She's an extremist. They just have different causes, and that's fine. But that's why it's like these guys. They drive me nuts.
Yeah, I hate when she's like, "Oh, I don't want a woman as my president." And like, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Do I think at times during my cycle, I could never see me fighting at war? Of course. Do I ever think there are moments where I don't even know how some women do it. Congrats to you. I cheer you on. I'm glad that women fought for women to do that.
Women. I've served with some badass women.
Yeah.
I've also served with some shitbag women, but I've also served with some shitbag men.
Yeah. So my whole point in stating that is, I understand where Pearl's coming from to an extent, because there are days during my cycle where I'm like, holy shit, I could not do anything. But for her to be like, oh, well, women, females, do I really want them my leaders during their cycle?
You know what's funny? I just came to a revelation about men and women.
You can't think rationally.
Men and women are funny. Just the way that we think differently. Like, I don't think every president up to this point has been a man. Mm-hmm. It's all every man has ever known. Mm-hmm. It's all we know. Yet, I don't think a man will ever make that argument. Like, I'm just not comfortable with a man being president. And that's with the thought and knowledge that he is 100% sure. Listen, I'm not saying this is a guess. Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Abraham Lincoln, George Washington, every president in history has tried to smell their own fucking fart. We know this as men. This is a fact. They have done weird things to their bodies because they were interested. No, this is important. Okay. We know how weird and fucked up men are because we are one. But yet we would never try to make that argument. Like, it's a weird argument. It's such a weird argument to make. I would never trust myself during that. Nah, fuck all that. You ain't going to know my craziness. No. Be confident. Be confident at all times. But also, I'm speaking as someone who doesn't have a period, so. Oh, goodness gracious.
This lady makes no sense.
No, Pearl never has. She's fun. She's fun. Like, provocateuring on the internet, it can be a fun hobby. You know, it's like a lot of trolls go too far. I don't know if there's any really successful long-term trolls. You know, they always have to move on to something else because it's a hard hustle.
Yeah, for sure, because eventually you get caught, you get stuck, or you just get embarrassed, you know, because you got
sued
caught
off the map like Alex Jones. It's just, it's hard. Just being a provocateur in general. I guess probably the most successful, and he's not even a provocateur anymore, is Howard Stern. You know, most people don't watch Howard Stern anymore because he's gone like mainstream and soft, as they want to call it. He's not the Howard Stern of old.
I mean, I prefer that Howard Stern.
This Howard Stern, the new one?
Well, I certainly don't prefer the one that made fun of Selena when she died. I don't prefer that one.
No, that was bad. Calling Patrick Ewing on air a monkey, that was bad.
I mean,
he's got a lot of really bad ones.
Yeah, he had no choice if he wanted to make money. He had to go soft.
But what about, like, okay, well, here's an interesting one. What about, like, him and Robin? I mean, like, even to this day, they'll still go pretty deep on, like, her trauma and things like that and talk about, like, you know, she was molested by her father and all kinds of racial stuff. They'll get into that. Have you ever listened to, like, Robin? What do you think about her and his dynamic?
Mm-hmm. No, I haven't listened.
Yeah, I mean, she's a black woman. You know, she's a strong black woman.
And so does that mean I was supposed to listen to Robin because she's a small black woman?
I was just getting a perspective on it because they get into a lot of race stuff, and she's been subjected to untold N-words and so many other things, but she's always been known as kind of a professional about it. She's been able to sit in there and take it and kind of roll with it, even when he said horrible things. And she's been with him, she's at 40 years, whatever it's been. It's been a long time they've been together on the air. So it's like, what do you make of those type of dynamics? Because I mean,
I don't know, because I need to watch it. I haven't seen it.
Probably for the best. It gets pretty bad at times. I mean, she's still on the show, I think. Yeah, she's like the producer type deal. And after cast of Insanity. You making this argument is not making me any more comfy, sir. It shouldn't. Because Joe Biden probably tries to smell his farts now.
Oh gosh, I don't even know who's gonna win.
Oh God, I think you do, and I'm not.
It's just we don't have any good people, and like
don't. It's going to be a nightmare.
I guess I will thank Joe Biden for my student loans.
Yeah,
but I still have to pay them, but...
You're right. It didn't even affect you.
No, but I pay less of it now because of him. So I thank him for that.
Oh, that's good. Think Trump's going to take that away?
No, because it's already done, but... I don't know.
I think I'm hoping for President
yes.
D's nuts. You know, remember a couple of years ago when D's nuts went on the ballot, right? And that's what we need. We need D's nuts for president.
I feel like Trump is going to win.
Yeah, it looks like he is.
Because Biden pissed people off with the whole, going to war twice.
We're on the brink of fucking war.
I know. Well, I mean,
we're worried about nuclear war right now. People are actually worried about getting fucking bombed. This is crazy. The whole world's in a Cold War.
Was it you that was like, the roaches still live in nuclear war? Yeah. Ew. Yeah. So that's what.
Yeah, they survive. And then in Fallout, they become big mad roaches.
Yeah, ew. I was like, no, but is that real? Like, did roaches really? Did they adopt fucking nuclear bombs?
Yeah, they can survive that shit.
Adaptation is that? Like,
they're freaks of Darwinism. Those.
So how the hell would people expect roaches to be out of normal households if they can survive nuclear bombs?
I mean, roaches can withstand almost any type of degrees, temperatures, environments. They just keep roaching.
I remember in neuropsychology of physiology, we had to work with roaches, and my professor was pretty much like, if you don't do this, you're not passing. So I was like, okay.
Get in there and mess with that roach.
And let me tell you, the first roach, I just stomped immediately. And I was like, ew, why isn't it red blood coming out? And no, it's white. I was like, oh, ew. And it was so gross. We were trying to train roaches. Yeah, and we had to use, it was Nero, so we had to, it was just fucking gross, but we had to train roaches. It was gross. I did not care about this assignment.
Up roach.
Yeah, it was gross.
Good roach.
It was so fucking gross.
Yeah, roaches are fucking terrible.
I think I have a photo of it on my friend's Facebook page from years ago. Yeah, it's gross. But what was my point? Shit.
You were just scared about roaches.
Oh yeah, how they can survive nuclear bombs.
Yep.
That means you could never. Could you imagine though if someone had a roach problem? Well, if they could survive nuclear bombs, you're screwed.
You're pretty much screwed. But you know what they don't survive? A foot. They don't survive a foot.
That is true.
There's
That's true.
Gases and bombs and roach motels.
Or maybe Ollie. Maybe they won't survive Ollie over here.
Ollie fucks up bugs. He is staring you hard, man.
He is. He is staring at me hard.
Ollie.
Hey.
What are you doing?
Okay.
Hey, a weird licking mother. He is a weird cat. What's going on there, Toxic Dome? In Australia, it's a delicacy. Oh, that's right. Cockroaches are a delicacy down under. That's right.
I think I'm scared of roaches first and then centipedes.
Oh, I don't like centipedes because centipedes can actually fuck you up.
Well, here's the thing though. When I went to when I was 15 I went to Nicaragua. I went to let me say it right.
Do it.
Las Trojas. I didn't roll the R like Las Trojas. Anyways, I went to Las Trojas and Esteli, and I helped build a school there. I stayed there for a very long time, and when I came back for a while, I wasn't scared of centipedes anymore.
I don't blame you. When I came,
I wasn't scared. I was like, yes, I've grown, and then I started to adapt back to my lifestyle, and I got scared of centipedes again. But when I came back, I saw a centipede in the bathroom, and I went, psh. After staying in Las Trojas, there's only 2 showers. Yeah, there's only in the village. Okay, so it's a village, and there's only 2 showers. It's outside, and it's a pipes that's only cold water, and it's concrete. So there's all these spiders and bugs and everything in there. So you kind of it's only like 2 running pipes in the whole village. So yeah. So,
how many showers did you take while you were there?
Well, you can only take you can only take like 1 every other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Were you doing that every other day, or were you just?
Yeah, I had to. And then I slept in a hammock, and so they had like mice falling from the ceiling and rats and stuff. Yeah, it was rough.
Nice.
It was rough. I cried. It was very, very rough. But I wasn't scared of the centipedes for a while. When I got back, I wasn't scared. And I remember when I walked into the house, my mom wouldn't even let me stop from the kitchen. She's like, strip, take off all your clothes and everything. Strip and everything. It was so funny. But
that's pretty good.
Now I'm scared of centipedes.
Well, yeah, they're asses.
I woke up at one time at 2 a.m, and I went to the bathroom, and this was a month ago, and I was like, what's that crawling? I saw a centipede.
Here?
Oh, didn't I ask you to kill it? Remember?
Was that a centipede?
Yeah, that was a centipede. I was like, Dave, right?
That wasn't a centipede.
No, that was a centipede.
Oh.
Yeah, you killed it.
Shit.
I was like, oh yeah, you were there for that. You did it.
I'm the concrete hero, I think.
Yeah, this was at 2 a.m.
Other boyfriend.
Nope, it was that toilet right there.
You had someone else in here? Oh! I forget things easily.
Yeah, I woke you up for that. But, so now I'm back to, after all that life experience, I'm back to now adopting to being scared of centipedes, roaches, insects, rats, everything that crawls. That is a different species.
I don't like spiders.
Yeah.
I don't like spiders. I'm terrified of spiders, irrationally.
Yeah, Kathy, my friend Kathy, she had she's been inviting me over for years. I've never gone to her house. She has snake as a pet.
Oh, I love snakes.
She has spiders as a pet.
Don't like
rabbits, cats.
Rabbits love.
Cats she said she would watch Ollie.
I don't know about that.
But she's a good animal. She's an animal person, but
Ollie's a different type.
I can't bring it to myself to go over there even for some pizza. She like, oh, hey, let's hang out.
I can't even get some.
I'm like, hey, let's go to Rio's. Let's go to a restaurant because I can't do it because she.
At least she told you. Could you imagine if you just walked in there? Well, that was like my Uncle Dale. I had an Uncle Dale. Mm-hmm. He was my dad's wife's brother. So he was really nothing to me at all. But he had an alligator. This is in Brown County, Indiana. This is 100% true. Yeah, he built a pen.
Not Florida?
Nope. Brown County, Indiana. Might as well be. It's the Florida of the Midwest. Mm-hmm. And he had a room full of spiders and snakes and all kinds of crazy shit. But yeah, I had pictures of the alligator, me on the alligator and stuff. It was fucked up.
No.
So what's the plan for the week? We're going into a brand new week.
Yes, we're going to go see Journey tomorrow.
Oh,
we're going to spend the night at my parents' house, the mattress that you don't like.
No, I thought we were staying in Bridgeport.
No, because my mom's going to... So, no, we're going to stay. Yeah. Get over it. Stop being a little fucking wimp. Stop being a wimp.
You're sleeping in the divot.
Stop being
You're sleeping in the divot.
In the what?
The divot.
I don't know what the fucking divot is.
You're sleeping in the fuck up part of the bed. That's where you sleep. You're sleeping in the asshole part of that bed. I ain't. Nope.
I did last time.
And you're doing it again. You're doing it. I did. No. We had a plan and you broke under pressure. That's on you. We had a good, solid fucking plan and then you changed it 50 times in front of me. And the next thing I know, I'm going to be on a bed. You're in the divot. Sorry. We had a plan. Nice, cheap room and next to, close to the friggin' place. Nope. You
I know, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. So we don't have to pay to sleep at my parents' house.
Nope, but you do because you're sleeping in the divot.
So, yeah. But we don't have to pay for that. So it's free $99 and it comes with free breakfast.
It does come with free breakfast. A good breakfast, too.
It comes, it's like...
Your mom cooks.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like it's a win-win situation. The only thing that we have to pay for is the Uber and then drinks, because I'm gonna be drunk. I think it's not that this is more of a birthday gift for Dave. I don't hate Journey, but once again, is it my first choice to see Toto, whatever the fuck? So yeah, is it my first choice to see? No.
Toto, what the fuck?
But I'm gonna have fun tomorrow.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time.
I'm gonna
We're
have fun tomorrow. We're
the 80s.
gonna have fun. It's gonna be great.
She's gonna be drunk.
I'm gonna be drunk. So we're gonna have fun.
And then I'm off the day after. And then pretty much the day after that or the day after that, I'm going to do some driving.
And you were like, you wanted to see a Cubs game.
I do want to see a Cubs. I might still do it.
I don't have the bullshit. I don't have the energy.
Don't challenge me. I'll do it.
I don't have the energy. Okay, I'm sorry that
now
you
that we're staying overnight,
have not
done anything.
Which is weird to me. I don't even care what your living stances were. I don't care at this point. It's dumb to me that you lived in, in Connecticut and you have not gone to just a simple fucking Mets, Yankee,
I did went to Mets and Cubs a few years ago.
Okay,
I want to go to another one.
I know, but it's weird to me that
I didn't drive. I
don't mean shit. It's called the train.
No,
it's called the train. Get on one. Anyways, my point is,
shit. Not an understanding person. She gives me no passes on anything.
No, because
now all I do is make excuses. No passes. Zero passizos for days.
What a Cubs game is gonna mean to you?
A lot. Cubs are good. Did they come back? The Cubs come back? Let's see if the Cubs came back.
Is there a game on?
Yeah, they were. We were watching it.
No, I mean on Tuesday.
Yeah, the one I want to go to, Mets and Cubs.
What time is that?
7:00
night.
Yeah.
Well, that's not gonna make any sense because you have to go to work the next day.
Uber back.
Yeah, you don't.
I can make it.
That's not gonna make any sense because you have to. If it's in New York,
I can make it.
At 7, you have to work the next morning.
I can make it. The Cubs fucking lost. I can.
Yeah, you see, you don't get it.
No.
It's gonna be.
Why?
By the time you get back here, it's gonna be very, very late.
Yeah. I get up, strap it in, strap it on. I'll be all right. I'm a pawn, man. I ain't going. No, but if I don't go, the cool thing is I might be able to go to Monday Night Raw on the next following Monday.
Monday Night Raw?
Yeah.
Where's that at?
I literally said it earlier. It's in Hartford on the 6th, next Monday. Monday Night Raw. Yeah, I went a couple of years ago. I won tickets. And
How much is that?
The tickets started at like $25.
Yeah, but like...
for like... reasonable tickets that are Blossom approved, probably 80, 70, something like that. But I think I get a free ticket at Raws and SmackDowns and house shows.
See, I don't trust the whole free. I don't look things. I'm pretty good about my senses, and although this isn't your fault, it's not. But I'm just saying, when you tell me things that are too good to be true, it usually turns out to be the case.
Though.
Not with the cable guy.
Huh? What part? Oh, well, no, I haven't called her yet. I'm going to get that fixed.
What? You still didn't call?
No, I forgot, man.
No, he was like basically this has happened on more than one occasion where there happens to be a deal with the cable that sounds too good to be true. And the last time I'm like,
I'm going to let you handle the cable.
This doesn't sound right, but oh no, I have this really great. It's better this, better that, better that.
Becky gave me a good
package. And the whole
package.
entire time I'm just like, this is not gonna happen. This is, whatever. And sure enough, the guy came here and was like, oh no, like this is not what you signed up for.
It's the lady gave me.
I was right.
No, the lady fucked up and she needs to fix it. She told me something different than what she gave me, and damn it, she's gonna fix this or I'm gonna go burn a building down. So it's arson or fix it. It's up to her.
Becca's number has been on the fridge for a week. I don't think you're gonna call her.
I'm calling her tomorrow. I'm gonna call her tomorrow.
Okay.
I gotta call Becky tomorrow. She's probably working right now because we know she's in India. So I'm sure she's away.
What?
Yeah,
What?
just like the guy I talked to, she's Indian too.
Wait. Wait, are you serious?
Dead serious. She was Indian, so was he. His name was Gary, and he was
Dave.
He is Indian.
You took a deal like
it's a call center. They're all Indian. What was the last call center you called that wasn't Indian?
Just don't even call Becky. Like I thought it was in the country. I thought it was like in Kansas City somewhere.
They're representative for Comcast. No, Becky is not her real name.
No, I'd like just
this
forget
guy's name wasn't Steve either. Hello, my name is Steve. No, it's fucking not.
Okay. So just forget. You never had a deal. You never had a cable deal.
It's Comcast. I have a receipt from Comcast.
And I'm sure they're probably the same company that talks to you with Priceline as well.
Comcast Priceline?
Yeah.
I've gotten good tickets with Cheapo Air. What are you talking about? Listen, Comcast owns Xfinity.
Okay.
It's the parent company, Comcast Cable. It owns Xfinity. That's who it was. I didn't get scammed. She just gave me the wrong deal. I have her on tape. She knows what she was supposed to give me. She just didn't give it to me. I'm going to get it fixed. Oh, actually, that person that I talked to, Steve, he said it was going to take 3 days. I should probably plug that back in and see if the thing went up.
I don't think you should.
Why?
I think you should just keep how everything was.
I don't want to pay $300 a month anymore. It's soul sucking. Soul sucking.
But I don't. Okay.
I'm just going to see since I've already crossed this burning bridge, I'm going to see if I can get to the other side before it crumples. Okay. I'm almost there. I'm going to call Becky tomorrow.
Okay.
Actually, I hope Becky works tomorrow because I think this started last Monday. I'm going to plug it in.
Maybe she has this Monday off.
Becky! Oh my God, Becky. Look at her butt.
Tochi.
Yeah, well, you're always right. I'm going to call Becky.
Yeah, it was too good to be true.
Well, it typically is.
But my boss said, hey, when you graduate, I want to come to your I finished this whole bottle of wine.
Holy God.
The last drop.
I see that. There's one more.
No, there's.
I think
there's one more.
There's one more. There's another one. Get it.
Wait.
Nope, that's it. You got it.
No, there's a drop.
Get it.
Wait.
Wait,
one more. There we go.
Another one.
That was the last drop.
That's great. All right. What else do you have? Yeah, anything else you want to talk about?
No, I'm just now in a talkative mood because I finished a bottle of wine.
Well, you can keep on talking. Off air. I'm hot.
Oh, are you?
I am boiling.
You are okay, you have to learn how to be online more.
It's midnight.
That's never stopped you before, so what's the argument?
We started late. I'm tired. I had a day. I'm tired.
And then
we've been live for almost 2 hours.
I've actually,
We got nothing else. We went through all of our material. We're
We
good.
have. You
We're
know
good.
what?
This has been a good night. It's lushy. We'll be fine. We're gonna go over to the couch.
Don't call me lushy.
My lush puff. Mush puffs meet lush puff. Ha. But yeah, glass isn't big enough. That's right.
You like don't stay on long enough. Like
been live for 2 hours.
So
Well,
I've seen like longer streams. Of
I've
yours.
done plenty of long streams, but that's what I have more. We burned the material. We've done it all. We did it. We did a show.
Now
Success.
I'm talking to you.
We keep talking. I'm good. We keep going. We just have to keep going here.
Oh gosh, you're so horrible.
Why?
You're so horrible.
Why? I want to relax. I'm hot. I want to relax. I want to get out of this position now. We've done a show. It's ridiculous.
If I see that you have played more video games longer than this,
Oh, of course
I'm
have.
calling you. See, bullshit.
But that's different. That's
No, it's
another
not.
Day. Yeah, that's a whole nother day.
Why?
What do you mean? I played for it differently. I did differently. I slept differently. What do you mean? Why? This day has been a whole ass day. I did not sleep a lot. I'm tired. What's the problem with that?
I have 1 hour sleep.
Well, you're different. You're a different beast.
I worked an overnight.
I don't like. Either the streams are too long and I stream too much, or I'm not streaming long enough. There's no fucking win. None.
No, it's okay. We're good. It's all good.
Oh no, I'll filibuster this thing. I'll start reading the Bible.
Okay, fine. Go ahead. You don't even own one, but keep going.
I don't know if I think I.
You don't own a Bible. You don't own a Bible. You don't own one.
It's in my heart. I might have a Bible somewhere in this house.
I bet my whole entire life you do not own a Bible.
Ooh.
And that's just facts.
I don't
Dave,
know if that's
you
true.
do not own a Bible.
There might be a Bible
No,
in
you
this house.
don't. You do not own a Bible.
You don't know what I have.
I
got
bet
weird
my
stuff.
life you
So,
do not
while I don't have a Bible here. I do have a Bible in my
Okay,
things.
don't bullshit.
In
Just
my
fuck
things.
off. Like you don't have a Bible. You don't own a Bible. You don't own a Bible. Don't try to stretch it.
I do though. I bought one for picking.
You bought one like what, 20 years ago?
No, no, it's in my basket of stuff down in the basement of Pawn Nation. Things that I've got.
Oh, so the pot shop.
We got a couple of
The
really
pawn
good
shop
Bibles.
owns a Bible.
We got a couple of
I
good
believe
Bibles.
that. I believe there's Bibles there. I don't believe you own one.
Like I'm a heathen. Like I'm a fucking heathen. I'm not a heathen.
Obviously, you guys are. If you took a Bible pawn.
I didn't pawn it. I bought it.
No, but like the person had to come in, didn't they? And
Well,
be
yeah,
like,
because they
hey.
wanted to sell a Bible. It's like, yeah, okay, it's an old ass Bible. It's like a 40-year-old Bible. Fuck yeah, I'm gonna buy that handwritten. I'm gonna buy that shit.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, it wasn't worth that much.
You guys are horrible.
Yeah. Oh God, you don't even know. We're really bad. We buy everything. Yeah, pawn is a tough business. You live on despair.
Yeah, you guys like live on people's like desperations.
But we also grant hope. With every dollar loaned, they can change their life. Unfortunately, most of them just go and get
from
heroin.
time to time, you have cool stuff. From time to time,
We got badass cool stuff.
the jewelry isn't my cup of tea.
No.
Nothing in there really is. But you know what? What I like about you in this whole pawn shop is I hope in the future that you're able to open up, on a serious note, open up your own store. I hope in the future, because you have like such really great potential. You have the drive, the thrive. Like where were we? We were on vacation. He said, I can't wait to go back to work. like
Said Mohegan.
yeah, like
Yeah, I was
you
excited to go
really,
back
he
to the shops.
loves to go, like you actually love your, like he smiles and loves his job. Like
Yeah.
you really love your job.
Yeah, I get to talk shit all
You
day.
know, and you look forward to it and you do it and you can't wait. Like you love it. You genuinely love it.
I open up Pokemon cards all day.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, come on. Don't
No, it's
diminish
great.
yourself. That's
No,
not all
I'm
you
not.
do
I do
all
a lot of
day.
stuff, but I mean, I get to have a lot of fun with my job. I get to do things that are directly associated with my passions. It's great. I'm a really lucky guy when it comes to that. There's no question. But I want my own shop too. Definitely want to take it to the next level. But I'm scared stuff.
But yeah, it's like it could be like a future plan out, and it could be really cute, and
I can have a cute little shop. Everybody can come to my shop. We'll have tea.
and then you can have an Etsy shop upstairs.
There we go. You know, in all seriousness, there is a shop that I've had my eye on for a really, really long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's off the highway. I'll show it to you if we go by it again. It's an old vacuum cleaner store, and it's 2 stories. It has, it's like it looks like an old timey store. It's really cool though, but it's modern.
It's off exit 32.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
So I also want you to have a bigger vision.
Why that thing? But why? Look at all the traffic.
I feel like.
Go ahead. Talk about my poorishness.
No, I'm not. I just feel like
such low expectations.
Even in your dreams, they're not like.
They're pretty big. You gotta. What I really would like is a 20,000 square foot store, obviously. But you gotta do what you can afford. You gotta do what's available. You gotta do what's in the market. You know, and if I don't have to build a building, it's a lot less work and a lot less time. And I don't know, just you get one thing to get to the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
You have to make one success and then get to the dream. You know, everything's a dream, working towards it. That's. True. I hope it's true.
True. I mean, for investment, I just hope after school, and then once I get a job in my field, like buying a home and investing, like buying a home and renting it out. It's gonna be my first.
Oh, we got to do that.
My first, yeah. It's gonna be today. Well, not my bad. Our first, like the first thing. I feel it's very easy. The hopes is that if we can get these people over here to, but I don't know because if they sell the building, then
yeah, I know. Honestly, shit. If we want to do an investment one, I can talk to the VA. We can go find one now. We gotta wait.
Yeah, but I think it's better to wait until I'm in my field because then
guaranteed money.
More money.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So that's really where I'm at investment wise. I just want to invest it into homes and rent them out. Yeah.
That's the way to go.
And that way I'll always have like incoming money and
reciprocating
stuff,
income.
Yeah.
Nice. Sometimes the universe only gives you what you ask for, so maybe ask for the big thing anyway. No? Yeah, sure. I mean, one of my favorite sayings is if somebody asks you your dream and when you tell them they don't laugh, you didn't dream big enough. So I'm with that. All right. Well, it's 12:06. We're into tomorrow.
And
it's no longer
I'm Blossom's twin sister, by the way.
Yeah, because somebody asked if we were back together and somebody goes, no, that's Blossom's twin sister.
No, I am Blossom's twin sister. Blossom actually does have an identical twin.
She does.
These are facts.
Mm-hmm.
True statement. No, seriously, tell him.
No, I'm being honest, yeah. Mm-hmm. This is not even Blossom. What's your name?
I'm not going to tell you her real name, actually.
I was just going to say, I was waiting for what you were going to come up with.
No, because...
I am Klaus. There you go. Saved it. Yep. It's Blossom. Oh, that's funny.
Pollen.
It's Blossom's twin sister, Pollen. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nature joke.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good joke. It's a foliage joke.
I hate pollen.
Yeah, we're not fans of allergies around these parts.
Oh, I forgot to take Zyrtec.
Zyrtec! Okay, I'm tired.
Okay, I'm going to be done talking, but thank you guys for watching.
We do appreciate you guys being here on another Reconcilable Differences, or not irreconcilable, reconcilable differences. Thank you for hanging out. I'm going to go get ready for Journey, because at the end of the day...
You're not. After this, you're just...
I'm probably not going to sleep. I'm gonna. I didn't say that. I said I'm uncomfortable. I want to go get comfortable. I'm sweaty. You're not sweating?
No.
Lucky you. Want to watch Late Night with the Devil?
No.
We should.
I do not.
It's really good.
Rather die.
What do you rather die?
Yeah.
You'd literally rather die than
Yes.
watch a movie.
Throw me out the window.
All right, Pearl Davis. Say ridiculous things.
Don't you call me Pearl Davis?
Don't say ridiculous things.
Don't call me Pearl
I'd rather
Davis.
die.
Don't say ridiculous things. Like, do I want to watch what the fuck you just asked me to
Why
watch?
would that be ridiculous? Wanting to watch a movie with you is on the same par as you throw me out the window?
Wanted to watch a movie you know I would never watch with you.
Why?
I'm not watching that movie.
It's not even an exorcism movie. Like,
I would gladly like to watch a movie that we both
what do you want to watch?
have an interest in. I don't know. Let's go look on Amazon Prime or Netflix, and then we can either rent a movie or maybe we don't have to. We get lucky when we actually see a trailer that's free that we could watch.
All right. I'm going to go watch Late Night with the Devil. I'm kidding. All right. Have a
Fine,
great
watch
night.
Late Night with the Devil.
No, I'm kidding.
I will go continue my research on Alexandra Rodriguez.
It's 12:08. You guys, you're getting tired soon.
Hard drive.
Oh.
And I'm just gonna take the videos and
Oh.
I can do that
sure.
if you really want to watch the movie.
No, I'm not really watching the movie. I was just joking around.
Oh.
I'm not gonna make it much longer. Look at my eyes.
Oh, then do you want to watch? It's
What are you gonna make me watch? My 7,000-pound life?
John Wick.
Oh, I'll watch John Wick. Let's watch the first one.
No, but the one that's like the last one.
Oh, the fourth one?
Yeah,
Why
because
do you want
so
to
many
watch
people
that?
liked it. Maybe we
You
missed
want to give
something.
it a go? Oh,
yeah,
we're
maybe,
drunk. All right, let's drink
yeah,
some more.
Yeah, maybe
Okay, I
we
like
missed like something that everybody else loved.
Okay,
So.
all right, I'm down with that. We can watch John Wick 4.
I wanted to watch the other night. That's why I had it on there. But you said you were tired. I thought you were going to comfort me. And be like, you said I'm tired. You want to watch this 3-hour movie? So.
She does do stuff like that. It drives me crazy. Like, this is what Blossom does. It's the most amazing thing in the world. I'll work a whole ass shift, come home, do whatever she wants, blah, 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 blah. She'll wait until 1 in the morning to either ask us to watch a movie or have a really deep, uncomfortable conversation. Let's bring up something you really got to think about now. Then I get myself in
I just
trouble.
want to say, I'm coming off of a 12-hour shift. Not even, because if you count so I worked 12 hours overnight last night, followed by, so I worked an 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. shift last night, followed by a 10 a.m. to
1.
Sheesh.
My bad.
A little bit past 1 p.m. shift, followed by
A nap.
a 1 hour nap. A 1 hour nap. And then we came up here and then
You drank.
I drank and we did this. So I didn't have any sleep.
No.
So I'm still up because I've trained my body to be this way, unfortunately. But my whole
She's
point.
speaking to a military man who's done deployments. Can you believe that?
I'm just saying.
Can you believe
I
that?
trained my body.
Stayed awake for a week before. Can you believe that?
I stayed awake longer than you have.
Oh, I guarantee you have not stayed awake longer than I have. I've literally.
I could stay up longer than you. You know it. You know if you were like, oh, who
I
can
wouldn't
stay?
start it right now.
No, okay, not even right now, but even tomorrow, if we're all like good, you know I would win, and that's the truth.
If we had a fair competition where we both had a week off, and we're like, let's see who can stay up longer. I think I got you. I think I got you. And you know why?
Why?
Because I've watched a show that you have not seen. A transcendent show called Kenny versus Spenny. And in Kenny versus Spenny.
Kenny versus Spenny.
Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Oh my God, it's the most ridiculous show ever. It's a Canadian show about these two guys named Kenny and his buddy Spenny. And all they do is challenge each other to stupid prop bets. And they punish each other and they cheat. It's so funny. And they did one where they had to stay awake longest to try to break the world record, essentially. And yeah, I know exactly how to win. I am going into low energy mode.
Wise. But okay, we can end it. You're not going to be in low energy mode
No, I
whatsoever.
All right, we're going to go watch some John Wick. Kenny versus Spenny is amazing. See, we got some people. And Fake says you guys got Phantom Menace to look forward to this week anyway. That's true. We're going to go watch Phantom Menace. Na, 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 na. Are you gonna watch it with me? Are you gonna come? That'd be great. I'd love to see that movie in theater. That'd be dope. Relive my childhood. 1999. Ooh, 2000 party over. Oops, out of time. Yeah,
I wish there was a movie that was out that I liked.
I'm kind of surprised there's nothing out that you like.
Well, there's that Ape movie. Is that it?
What
No.
ape? Ape?
Yeah,
What? Planet of the Apes?
maybe.
That I don't know if it's good, but I'm down.
I don't think it's out yet though.
What is out?
I don't know, but I saw a trailer for it, and it should be coming out soon.
Let's see what's out. AMC. Let's see what's out this week.
Because I'm down to watch a movie.
We're always down to watch a movie. Movies are good. Let's see. You guys are getting extra overtime right now. We're going to see what's at the theater. Ooh. Oh, what the fuck is that? This is not our place.
Because you just typed in AMC. Wait, are you drinking alcohol too?
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, why did I think those were Celsius cans?
Oh. All right, we got Challengers.
Nah, I don't want to see that. No offense, I like Zendaya. I just...
Abigail, Alien 45th anniversary. Wow, it's been 45 years since the original Alien movie. Holy shit. Boy Kills World, Challengers. Oh, Civil War. I'm hearing a lot of people talk about that. That's supposed to be fucking crazy.
I'd rather
That's
see
too,
Challengers.
too close to home right now. It's like, oh my God, we all go to Civil War. Dune Part 2, Ezra, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire.
I fell asleep during that.
I didn't even enjoy it. I enjoyed parts of it. Bankman for life, yo. Godzilla vs. Kong, Kung Fu Panda 4, Late Night with the Devil.
Oh, I wouldn't mind seeing Kung Fu Panda.
4?
But I haven't seen any of them.
You probably watched the other ones first. He was out there pretty much the same movie. It's like,
Still,
it's like
they
the Shreks.
had...
Same movie. Not bad. Nothing wrong with it.
But they had a really good rating.
Oh, yeah. People love those Kung Fu Panda movies. Yeah, those are very popular. We Grow Now, Unsung Hero. The Mummy 25th anniversary. That's a good flick. The Mummy, Brendan Fraser. That's
I know,
a great
I don't want to
flick.
go to movies to see that.
No, I agree with that. First Omen, The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, Spy vs. Family Code, Spirited Away. Huh. Yeah. There's a couple of things. But nothing too great. We'll figure something out, though. It's not like we can go tomorrow. We're going to Journey. We're gainfully employed today.
I know. I feel like my mom's going to want us. The thing is, I think after a Journey, I feel like my mom's going to want us to maybe hang out or something.
We're not going to get home until damn near midnight.
Still.
Oh, I'm going to bed. Well, I know we'll probably end up.
You know, like going out to
Nightcap.
like back to the house and kind of.
Yeah, until we pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah. More than likely. I know. We're not even going to see him. Like, how are we going to find
Well, that's my
each other?
point. That's my point. We're not even going to see them. So maybe, you know what I mean? To kind of be like, oh, yeah, when, you know what I mean? To kind of.
Well, do you want to?
recap.
If you want, yeah, we can do that. Okay. We can
I feel like
I'm totally okay.
it's kind of rude to
we can
just
do it.
stay there to sleep.
Oh, no, I wasn't going back at all.
You didn't want to go back.
No, I thought the original plan was
Oh, no, she really wanted us. She was looking
cool.
forward to us staying over tonight.
Okay, no problem.
And I feel like I ruined that.
Oh, I'm
so,
sorry.
Yeah.
No problem. We'll stay tomorrow. We'll have some fun with them.
Okay.
And we'll have a nice breakfast in the morning after.
Cool.
Okay. There you go. And that's how you reconcile differences.
Okay, bye, guys. I want to end this like an hour ago. Bye.
Hey, that was a good show. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time right here on Reconcilable Differences. That's Blossom. I'm Dave. Find us everywhere. Peace.
Find us everywhere. We're only on YouTube. What are you talking about?
It's called an outro.
What are you talking about?